You should never be the smartest person in the room. And if you think you are, that's a problem. I rarely, if ever, was the smartest person in the room because I made it a point to make sure that when I was having a meeting that I surrounded myself with people that have different points of view, different experiences, so I could learn and we could have a really good discussion. So if you feel like you already know the most when you're in the room, then you haven't set the table right for the conversation that you're having. So that's one piece of advice. The second one is to force yourself to get uncomfortable. I always had the phrase, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If I compare it to what I did in my career, for instance, I started out in my 32 year at Cardinal Health, I started out as a controller, a finance person. But then I decided to make myself uncomfortable and I became a salesperson because I thought that would help me become a better general manager someday. Then I had the chance to become a general manager of a small business. Then I took a much larger sales role at a different company. Then I went and took a chief procurement officer role, which was completely different than anything I was doing. I eventually went back later in my career to finance after being gone for 22 years. And so I took lots of different roles and constantly pushed myself to be uncomfortable so that I knew that I was learning. And so I think anytime that you're in a role and you're getting too comfortable, force yourself to think about a new role or some way to challenge yourself in that role so that you can continue to learn.